And we are on. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua from the Internet Marketing Hangout. And today I'm very excited to have with me here a special guest. In fact, our very first guest on the show today, we have Saul Maraney from Johannesburg, South Africa. Hi, Saul.
Hey Joshua, so good to be on your show, and what an honor to be your first guest. That's so cool.
All right. Before we start, today we're going to do an interview of Saul's latest product, which is coming out very soon, called Tube Ranking Control. By the way, congratulations, Saul, for the upcoming release of your new product. I think it is just going to be another smash hit. Um, so we'll come to that really soon. But for all those people today watching the show that don't know Saul, I'm just going to give him a chance to talk a little bit about himself. I knew Saul only a few months back, but in the past few months he has really burst onto the internet marketing scene, taken it by storm, and we've been seeing his face a lot, both in Facebook as well as on the Warrior Forum. So Saul, I'm just going to pass it over to you for a moment just to tell us a little bit about yourself so that we get familiar with you.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. I am 38 years old and I live in Johannesburg, South Africa. I've got 3 young kids and they are the reason that I do all the internet marketing. And my journey started off in 2007. 2007, I read the most awesome book by Dr. Joe Vitale. I'm sure you've heard of Dr. Joe Vitale. It was called The Attractor Factor. And Dr. Joe Vitale is one of the top copywriters in the world. So I was somehow, I don't know how, but I got onto his list, and then I just heard about this book called The Attractor Factor, and I ordered it from Amazon, and it was unbelievable. So I was actually trained in hypnosis. I'm a hypnotherapist. I started off in hypnosis at university, and I read his cool book. And then I went to Austin, Texas to go meet him, and he was my inspiration, and he's been my main guy that has helped me along the way. And yes, since 2007, I've created 8 hypnosis audios, self-hypnosis audios. They've sold over 8,000 copies to people in over 32 countries. And yeah, he showed me how to create hypnosis products and market them onto the internet. And so I got trained by internet marketing really on that side. And the way that I started off really building up my network and getting involved was going to seminars. For guys that live in the USA, I think they're quite spoiled in a way because there's such cool seminars. But my goal is to travel to the USA twice a year, and I go meet affiliates and get involved. And yeah, so since March this year, I've actually started in the IM niche, internet marketing niche. And this will be my 6th WSO, so I'm really excited, and I've got quite a lot of stuff also lined up for next year. It's going very cool.
Wow. That's so awesome to hear that story. I had no idea that you started off as a hypnotist and you put out products on that. I'm just curious, what made you transit from that line of work into the internet marketing niche in March? Was there any particular reason why you did that?
There was, and I'll tell you, I started looking at the Warrior Forum about a year ago and just found great tools to be able to increase my sales, and I started looking at the Warrior Forum, and then I was looking for an internet marketing coach because I wanted to just become serious in internet marketing. And what I like about the IM niche in particular is that when I discovered and I started to really understand the Warrior Forum and JB Zoo, is that I like the mentality of the JV part, and it's very dynamic. So with hypnosis is in June up was my latest launch, and it sold like 3,000 copies, and it's done very well. And I'll still continue in that niche because I am very passionate about it. But what I like about the internet marketing niche itself is that it's very dynamic. So there's new products coming out every day. Guys are open to ideas of JVing. To be able to give 100% on the front end and build your buyers list is the mentality is in this niche. And I now have been able to go full time into this, which is really cool. And so why I like it, to answer your question is it's so dynamic, and there's launches every day, and there are new affiliates, and there are guys like you with your own show, and James Nutt and Han Fan and Mark from Main End. I don't view anyone as competition. I think that we can all work together, and that's why I like this space, is that it's just so many launches coming out every day. People are JVing. It's very, very, very dynamic. And in the hypnosis niche, it's great, but it's not really dynamic. People aren't into the JVing, and it's very, very seldom that you find a really cool product to promote.
Wow, that's such a great way of looking at it. And I totally agree, you know, in the internet marketing niche, the way you look at competitors is totally different. It's not like a dog eat dog, or just because you're doing that, you know, I can't talk to you or associate with you. There's a lot of partnerships that happens every day. And I think really to be successful in the internet marketing niche, you need these sort of partnerships that are done. And it's a lot easier than a whole lot of people think. You know, I'm really curious. You say you started in March, and now it's coming to the end of the year, and you managed to gain success for yourself in this particular niche, internet marketing niche, relatively quickly. So I was wondering, would there be any one thing that you really attribute your success to in such a short space of time?
Yes, definitely. My success has come from me. I looked hard and I found the right coach, and there was a lot of different coaches and mentors out there, and I screened them all, and I finally found the right coach for me, and I paid quite a lot of money. I paid, you know, a couple of $1,000s to get mentoring from him. But what I like about him is that he's got a closed Facebook group, and that's it's about my home on the internet, and I'm able to, the coaching is the most important thing, and it allows me to be able to be focused. And from there is that, yes, I've remained laser focused, and I've met guys like you through this, and I've met just really cool people that coaching is number one, and to be laser focused is attached to that. So this will be my 6th WSO since then, as we say. And now I've got over 2,000 people on my buyers list, and you know, it's reaching out and it's networking and it's hustling. We have to hustle hard. And at the same time, it takes etiquette. Like if someone hits me up on Facebook and says, will you promote me? And I don't know them, it's a bit of a turn-off. But when I become friends with someone and you get to know people, like I watched your product and you were involved with guys that I know, and left comments for you on your Warrior Forum thread, and we become friends slowly. Now we're friends, and so it's etiquette. And I think, you know, I'm lucky that I've got a very magnetic personality, and I really love people, and every product that I put out, it's like I stamp my name on there, that I can be proud of that. So people are reaching out to me every day now because they know that I'm a good guy, and I'm happy just to help and be a cool guy, because I will never be arrogant or think that I'm better than anyone else. So, you know, to answer your question is that, yes, I made the decision to go full-time. I identified the coach. I paid for coaching. I paid for mentorship. And from there I think it's virtually impossible to do this game alone. That's my personal opinion.
That's so insightful, Saul. Thank you so much for just sharing that. I think that especially would be helpful for people coming into the internet marketing niche, and just being able to emulate your success. I think a lot of these things is people need to know that it's more than just about a technique or a simple strategy that you do, but it's a lot of these things that you talk about, not going at it alone, having the right attitude and the mindset to be able to do this. And so thank you for sharing that. I just wanted to put that in.
Can I add one more point there, Josh?
Sure. Go ahead.
Another point that I'd like to add, and it's actually really very important, is that I'm a big marathon runner. I do a lot of marathons, and I'm a big runner. And 85% of the running is mindset, and I think it's at least 85% to 90% in internet marketing is your mindset, because there is so much noise and there is so much distraction. Like you have to stop buying shiny object tools or crazy stuff that's promising the world, and whatever you've bought is like, I still buy WSOs, and when I see something cool, a lot of people often give me review products, but you know what? I study them. Like, there was a chap that brought out the most awesome YouTube product on Friday, and I really studied it, and I took like 4 hours to go through his product. And for example, I've never known how to do annotations properly, and now now I know, and it's so cool. So I think that, Dr. Joe Vitale, who I mentioned earlier, he's one of the top copywriters in the world, and he charges $10,000 to review a sales page, not to write a sales page, to review, to write much more. And he said, and like, in one of his books that I read, he said that when he came to copywriting, he was so excited because he realized right away is that most people don't study. Like, most people just, like, they're very average. So it's the same thing in this field. Like, if you actually study and you buy WSO and you study it and you read it, and you, like, when I buy WSO and it's a PDF, I will print it out and I will highlight it and actually, like, study it like I'm studying for a test, an exam. And like, now that I know how to do, the annotations, it's like I'm like stronger now. It's unbelievable. Yes.
That's a really good point as well. Lots of people misunderstand the difference between just reading a product and scanning through it and actually studying it. I love what you said, that you actually print out the thing and probably even take your own notes and really go through the thing in your own words, like you were studying for an exam. I love that. I love that attitude to actually just study something. And I think a lot of people would benefit from actually catching that sort of approach to learning, and really not just for marketing, but for any field and any career. You stop progressing when you stop learning. Isn't that right, Saul?
Completely, actually, and it's a great point. And I was actually, it's on Friday, 2 days ago. Today's Saturday. Yesterday. I moved apartments from because my lease is up at the end of the year. So I moved apartments now, and the movers were actually like that. They were like commenting to me that I have over about 250 books. 250 books, and yes, I mean, it's been like a lifelong journey this for me. And it's like the guys they were actually like wanting to charge me more because I had so many books to move. And as you said, like your last product, when you did with Mark and Shane, like, there were such golden nuggets in there that if one just had to gloss or listen to it once, they wouldn't listen. But there were life-changing tips that you shared there that have already made me money. And again, it's like I've got a journal. I write down points, and I think that also, like, writing is a cognitive. It's like reading a book is a lot more active. Like, if you watch TV, that's passive. You just sit there and you watch. But when you read, you imagine it. So it's the same thing as like from your last Hangout product that you did with Mark and Shane, which was awesome. It's like I probably had about 6 or 7 A4 pages of proper notes. And again, is that my attitude is that you only ask for a new idea when you haven't implemented the first idea. That being said, is obviously I'm always looking for more stuff, but you shared, like, there were 1 or 2 points that Shane and Mark shared in their last product. They were life-changing, and I don't think many people even caught them unless they really studied it.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that Hangout product. Feedback has been really great about that. But I just want to move on a little bit into your product, which is a video-based product, and you've been putting out a few video products. It's called Tube Ranking Control. Could you tell us a little bit about what this product is?
Yeah, sure, I will. Tube Ranking Control is, I fell in love with Google Hangouts shortly after I got into internet marketing field, the IM field. One of the big products that I bought at the beginning was by my close friend called Chris Cole, and it was about Google Hangouts, and I fell in love with Google Hangouts because I just thought it was like unbelievable. So, as you know, Google owned YouTube and Google owned Google+. Google+ actually hasn't done as well as they wanted to have done, but it's going to be big. I mean, if it's owned by Google, Google's clever, and I'm sure it's going to take over Facebook within the next year or two because they are very clever. So anyway, I've got I realized with Google Hangouts is that these Google Hangouts are unbelievable. Because they're owned by Google and YouTube, what I do is I show people how to make review videos of products using a Google Hangout, and I start at the beginning how to identify a product, how to get your affiliate link, and then how to do a Hangout and insert your affiliate link into the Hangout using what's called the Showcase app. The Showcase app is their own internal annotations, and I keep the review to about 2 to 3 minutes long, and then sharing the screen. I'll show people how to share the screen, how to share the download page by removing the link so people don't see that. And these Google Hangouts are just awesome because what I say is that it brings your affiliate link to life. Because if you just send someone like an affiliate link, like they don't care. But if you send, guys, I've just done a review on this product. Please check it out here. Built into there is your affiliate link. These things rank #1 to Google, in Google and in YouTube. And it also, yes, I mean, what's awesome about it is that you really look like an authority figure doing a Google Hangout, because not many people know how to do Google Hangouts. And the most awesome thing about Google Hangouts, and it's all explained in the product, is that it gives the know, like, and trust factor, because once people hear your voice and they can hear your enthusiasm. So what I'll do is I'll show people how to make these review videos. They go #1 to Google, and then I will email my list and I'll say, hi guys, or hi, like, there's new products come out by Joshua. Here's a review video that I've just done, and I insert that review video link. It's got the internal annotation that will take someone to that product through my affiliate program. And because they can hear my enthusiasm, and because what we were saying earlier, I always check it out first, and I always go through it first. Like, I'm sending emails and I'm making, 10 to 15 sales per email. So it's awesome, yes.
10 to 15 sales per email. Wow. So this whole system is working really well for you, it seems. It says here on your page, on your sales page, I was just looking through it, that getting #1 in the search rankings within 22, 23 minutes. A lot of people will read that and think that's really unbelievable. Is it some temporary glitch in the system or something? How is this possible? And is it? Lots of people ask, is this a long-term viable solution? Is it going to go away? And how does it work for you?
Well, what we did, and when you get the product, it is 18-minute video where I show live me doing the whole process from beginning to end, and you'll see me rank the product live, so the proof is all there. Then what I also have given is a PDF. So the PDF is a screenshot and page by page, because what I like to do and I advise is watch the video first and then get the PDF and follow that. So you don't need to, I don't like to usually press pause and back, etc. So you've got it there. And yes, these things rank #1 automatically, and I'll show you how to rank them. And then I've got a few extra strategies in the course to show that they, like with 1 or 2 backlinks, that can stay there. And again, what we're saying is, like, I've got 3 kids. I mentioned that at the beginning, and my 3 kids are the most important thing to me. I will do anything for them. So Google, then their child is YouTube. YouTube is their child. And Google Plus is their child. And for me, it's like my children I'll do anything for. Now, Google's going to give preference to their children as Google Plus and YouTube. Google admires and favors Google Plus and YouTube a lot more than they favor Facebook. Facebook is a bit of competition to Google. Do you know what I'm saying? So Google Plus love these. These are their children. This is their family. And these will rank #1 above, like even bigger than Wikipedia, because these are Google's children, and Google thrives on new products, on new information. And Joshua, what's important also, what I go through in the course, is that YouTube, when they look at a video, the most important thing, one of the biggest factors for video to rank high, is how many minutes people stayed on the video. So I advise that you make your review video no longer than 3 minutes, so people will watch your whole review video. And if Google see that people will watch your entire video, that is a huge rating and weighting for the video in terms of relevancy to be high up on the search engine. Because if people click on your video and for like 10 seconds, and YouTube know that it's really not relevant. So these, because you're keeping it short, it's also like the relevancy is very high, and Google loves that.
Wow, that's such an important piece of information. I didn't know anything about how long people watch your video is actually an important factor. You can compare that to the bounce rate of a website if you want to compare it that way. And I think I completely agree with what you were saying with regards to Google giving priority to its own products, because I actually did a little experiment while just before this Hangout, and when I created the Hangout, I haven't even started the broadcast yet, and I was just typing into Google tube ranking control. Guess which video came up on #1? This session here.
Yeah.
And so I think it's because Google is also trying to really push Hangouts in terms of the popularity that you're seeing these sort of results. But I'm sure everybody will be asking as well, what if, even 10 or 20 people do this same thing? Isn't it going to be oversaturated and everybody will just be competing against everybody and reduce the effectiveness of this product?
Look, that's a good, and maybe it's got a little bit of relevancy, that point, but my main point for that is A, it's a dynamic market, so there are new products coming out every day. B, in terms of success, you have to be consistent, and most people are not going to be consistent. Like, as we said, with your Hangout product, one should revisit that again and again and again because there were such great points. So if there are new products coming out that you want to review, on the Warrior Forum, there are at least 10 to 15 new products a day coming out. On JVZoo, there are at least 12, 15 new products coming out every day. If you are consistent, you will do very well, and most people are not going to be taking, unfortunately, they won't take action and do it consistently and consistently and consistently. So if you continuously do it, it will be big, it will be huge. And again, is that when people go onto the search engine and then again, if they see one, they let them go through 2 or 3 of the reviews, and if they are serious, they'll choose the one that they resonate with the most. And I really believe is that there's, like, I don't see it as competition. A small mindset would say, I'm doing so well with this and let me keep it to myself, but I'd rather say I would let as many people share it and let them take it and let them learn how to do it. And the internet is so big, there are over 1 billion websites. It's never going to be saturated, and the product's going to be coming out every single day of the week, Monday to Monday, new products. And if you're consistent, you can just get your one little slice of the pie and you'll do very well. So don't worry about competition, just worry about being consistent and putting out good stuff. And read, and another strategy, Josh, and it's a golden nugget, is that you can say to someone, hi, and I've been doing it, like, I'd like to do a review of your product. Can you send me a review copy? And here's a few of the reviews that I've done. So I don't usually have to pay for WSOs anymore. People are happy to send them to me because they know I do nice reviews. And then I will actually study that product and I'll give a good review. So even if there are 3 or 4 reviews there, maybe they'll like me the most. If they like someone else the most and they want to buy that particular product through someone else, like, I'm very happy with that. I'll catch them on the next product.
That is so key, what you mentioned about consistency. And like you mentioned before, it's because internet marketing and the Warrior Forum is so dynamic every day. It's true what you said there, like 10 different products that come out every day, and the person that lasts the longest is the person that benefits at the end of the day. Thank you so much for sharing that nugget as well. That I never thought of it that way. That your review videos can be like your portfolio. Whenever you go to somebody asking for a review. So that's. And
you know what, Joshua? It's all about abundance mindset, and it all comes down to mindset, as I said, and that's why it's 85%. Is that if, like, Dr. Joe Vitale was in the movie The Secret, and he's like an awesome guy on manifestation and using your mind. And what do you think, if everyone wanted a BMW, we'll run out of BMWs? It's like, don't worry, like, not everyone wants a BMW, and there are more than enough BMWs for everyone who wants one and can achieve it. So again, is that it's a small-minded approach to this. Market will never be saturated, never, because if you are consistent and if you do one review video a day, over time, I often just get commission coming in, like I get a PayPal from a video that I did a month ago, because they all add up over time, and it's like someone will see your video and then they see another hangout that you did, and then they become a follower of you, and people are looking and they're just starving to find someone cool that they can follow and learn from online.
Right. Let's talk a little bit about the specifics of your product. So we know it's a video product and that you include a PDF in it as well. Are there any other formats inside or any other bonuses that are piled onto it?
It's the video that's 18 minutes. Then there's about a 30-page PDF that shows exactly the way that and that's the full product. I think that if one goes through that immediately, you're going to be able to, in an hour, you'll be able to have your first Hangout up half an, yeah, without a doubt.
Right. And when is this released, and at what price point will it be coming out
The
at?
product is coming out on Monday the 22nd at 11 a.m. EST on the Warrior Forum, and it's starting at $4 and will be going up on a 5 cents down sale.
Mm-hmm. Is there going to be an early bird for it, where there's any price freeze in the first hour?
The early bird, I'm considering. I'm not 100% made up my mind, but it will be starting at $4, and I'll probably cap it at around $5, maybe for the first hour, just to let as many people come in as possible.
Right. Any one-time offers?
There is one-time offer that I'm offering, and what that one-time offer consists of 3 elements. First of all, there's a guy, I interviewed this chap called Michael Johnston. Michael Johnston is a Google partner, and it's an hour video and an audio which shows you how to set up your YouTube channel properly and from the beginning, and set up your YouTube channel and make it make it Google friendly. He's a YouTube specialist and a Google partner, so that's the first element. Second element is I interviewed Reed Florine. As you know, Reed Florine has had 5 WSOs of the day, and that's an hour interview that I also did as a Hangout, and it comes as an audio, so you can listen on your car, your iPod, and that's how to really get WSO of the day. He's got his whole formula and talks about the mindset of the Warrior Forum and the copy and how he gets his affiliates. And then the third is a case study with a guy that I've become quite good friends with, and his name's Tom Glover. Tom Glover came out with a WSO about a month ago, his first WSO, and he sold over 1,000 copies in 2 days and got WSO of the day, and he's given it, it's called WSO of the Day Insider Secrets, and it's awesome. It's really, he's from the UK. And yeah, so it is. I think it's pretty complementary, because now what the front end shows you is now you've got this tool to rank videos, and then these 3 is the first one is how to set up your YouTube channel. So you should know that you're just not making mistakes, and with your also talk about tagging videos. Second one, as we said, is Reed Florine. So now you can also start looking at creating these products, and the Tom Glover is awesome because he'll give you the motivation to actually go out and create your own product. He's so good.
Wow, it sounds really great. I'm excited for this product, and I think it's going to go really well. We're going to wrap up this interview soon. I was just wondering if you have any final words for our viewers before we close out this interview today.
Yeah, my final words is, Joshua, thank you so much for having me on your show. I wish you all the best of luck, and you should have many, many more guests, and at least this is documented, so I'm going to go back and watch it, and I think it's great that. And guys, the most important thing is consistency and mindset. There's consistency, mindset, and mentorship. So consistency, I have good days, I have bad days, and today, I'm exhausted from the move of my apartment, but I've come back online, and I have good days and I have bad days, but you have to be consistent, even if it's just one small thing a day. Second of all is get a coach, and find the right coach, and make sure that you find someone that will help you, because it's you don't need to ever reinvent the wheel. And the third is mindset. So you're online, but also read greats like Tony Robbins and Joe Vitale and any of these guys that will help your mindset. So close your computer and just work on your mind, and work on manifestation, and work on just having abundant thoughts. So it never crosses your mind about saturation or anything like that. And, it's a great field, guys. I really just wish you all the best of luck. If I can do it, a very normal guy from South Africa, my time difference is like Joshua, almost to a disadvantage, because in America is 7 hours ahead of me. So my day starts at 7 in the night, and I usually work often till 5, 6 in the morning, and then I go to sleep. But I love it, and people know that I love it, and I've made a lot of money already. And the money is secondary to me. What's most important is that I can now spend more time with my kids, and I can help as many people as possible, and I can meet cool guys like Joshua on the other side of the world. And I'm only starting.
Thank you so much, Saul, both for bringing guests on this show. It's been really a great time just catching up with you and doing this interview. Thank you for being so generous with sharing with us from your own journey and from your own experience. And we truly wish you all the best in growing your business, and especially for your new product that's coming out in just less than 2 days. So once again, thank you for being on the show. Everyone that's watching, my name is Joshua again from the Internet Marketing Hangout, and if you want more information about the product that Saul is releasing, I'm going to put more information in the link below this video, and probably also on the left-hand side of this video, depending on where you're viewing this. So thank you so much for watching. We hope that you gain a lot from this video, and see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.